Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. Well, I do what I do for you. Sun's coming up right now, so it ain't the wee hours. It's a little later, but I'm still at my grind, doing what I do. Let's do this. Right thinking mission. Excuse me. Right is a 25 rules led by storytelling, story with a message and a story for life. I'm giving it to you. You tuning and receiving them. Got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life, through mental and spiritual discipline employed daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is for you to do just that as a right thinker. Okay? Your job is to learn it, acquire it, and use it like I do. Let's go. Know thyself is the ultimate question and ultimate goal for right thinkers. That's what you want to do. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. I'm going to give you everything you need. Trust me. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. I can awaken them. That's what I do for you too. I'm the human alarm clock, the human spiritual alarm clock, where I wake you up with what? Knowledge of self. Let's go. Now, a person who knows and knows that they know, they ain't cocky, they're wise. Follow them. All these person reside in you. Right thinkers. Know thyself. Into Maya, be true. You got to have balance in your life. Nothing will work when it's out of balance. The body dis-ease, out of balance. Okay, quick little tidbit there. That's why it's important to have balance in your life. Okay, the PhD balance, all that nonsense. Yeah, I ain't a nutritionist, I ain't know that, but I know balance is important. Okay, let's right go. Right thinkers. Let's talk about the right thinker man is a real superhero. I didn't say hero, it's super Heru. Heru is the spirit that's in us that the Christian claim to be Jesus Christ. But if he was in the flesh, that means he's like us. And we all in the flesh, so that means we're like him. All God, not just one. So let's get the God's about the way. All right, that's right thinking philosophy 101. Now, the right thinker man is really a super Heru. That means my spirit has been lifted. Okay, I've risen above the norm. I'm up there. That's what Heru means. Up there. Yeah, I can soar, so to speak. They gave the falcon because he flies so high, like he fly right into the sun, as if going home to his father. Concept. I'm still learning. I just learned some information that I'm dying to let out. The lake of fire. The sun represents the lake of fire. I just had to get that out there. Well, okay, that's where you want to go back to the sun. Your energy don't die. The sun is just a ball of life. Fire. That's the fire that's inside us. Another lesson. Get back. Okay, here you go. Let's start this lesson. Excuse me. Now, when right thinking is applied when daily, like I tell you, you have to do it every day. You're a right thinker. And when you get good at it, you become a master right thinker. That's when you know yourself. Grasshopper, when you can know who you are, and pull a pepper from my hand, it's time for you to leave. I don't know where that goes. I'm sorry. Oh, that was a good one. Personal. All right, here you go. Now, I was a thinker. I got my little degree in Tampa. I'm thinking I got my little Greek mythology. I know all the stories. I'm a thinker, yeah. All right. When I was mastering also streetology, when I was hustling, drug dealing, pimping, running the streets, you had to be a thinker, okay? Don't get it twisted. I said thinker. I didn't say right thinker. I've always been a thinker. Okay, I got that concept from the Greek mythology concept when I went to college. I wrote that Greek nonsense for 10 years, thinking I could out argue anybody. I got common sense. I can use it, play the little word game and trap you. I did all that. I was just thinking. It was the right thing. Here you go. Now, thinking, trust me, is a survival mechanism. Animals think. They ain't conscious, but they think. They're aware. They know how to survive, fight, or flight. That's the first concept. So even animals do that, right? And that's a good survival mechanism. But right thinking is rising above the norm. Again, going higher. My girl, Obama, when she said, when they go low, we go high. Ignorance always gonna start low. They don't know no better. But until that knowledge of self, we rise high and change how we deal with those low-going people. I'm getting better at that also. Again, see, I'm still learning in life. That's the best lessons that you can learn as you go. Well, I ain't the best that I'm going to be. I'm still working on it. All right, let's go. Now, right thinking as a way of life, watch this, is spiritually empowering. Me and God becoming one. Oh, I'm like King Kong up in this piece. You get real cocky. Why? As you walk through the valley of evil, you shall fear evil. Why? Because you got the baddest man in the land with you. And in physical form, that's my dad. I'd put my dad up against anybody. I don't know how he felt about that, but I thought my dad could beat anybody. All right, here we go. Now, I'm the right thinking man. I take pride in that, and I'm proud of how I live. I save lives. I free people to be the best. Teach people how to be their best selves. I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. Trust me on that one. And the more I see it, the better I feel. Understand that. So I'm not gonna stop. For you haters, keep hating. So let's go. Now, right thinking is a superpower. Trust me on that one. That's why everybody don't have it. Sometimes you got to dumb it down. And I told my brother, I'm not playing spades anymore. I'm a chess player. I'm a pinochle player. I'm not dumbing my skill level down, my thought process down to deal with people who really can't raise their consciousness. I don't have no problem with them. I leave them be. Trust me. That's what the difference. Right thinking philosophy is a learned philosophy. You can learn it and live by it to master yourself. Why? Because it worked. That's the only reason. I'm not ego tripping when I tried it. Nope. I know it worked. Why? I did it. If you're just thinking, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can get by. You're not being your best self, though. When you're right thinking, you will be able to do just that. Be your best self. Once you know yourself, that's how you be your best self. I've been doing this for a few years now. I'm comfortable doing this. Appreciate you tuning in, understanding. Yeah, what I'm doing is a good thing. Practice what you teach. That's what I do. Now, my superpower, ego tripping, is in my what? My spiritual knowledge, aka knowledge of self. Knowing God and I are one. The same power that God had to create everything, I have the same power in me. And if you live in your own world, if you formulate your world, the Matrix got you on the system. I'm not in the Matrix. Why? I got my own little world that I live in. And if you do it the right way, other people will come and visit your world. And I say, man, you're crazy. So trust me, do your own thing. You're your own best person. Work on you and everything else to take care of yourself. What do you say? First thing you do, find the kingdom of heaven within yourself. Don't go out there looking for God. You're never going to find him. You stay in. If you're ignorant, watch this, and this is what it's about. If you're ignorant of yourself, you have no superpower. That's why you suffer. Believing in something that you don't understand, superstition, again, that ain't the way. Why? You're going to suffer. Praying for something and not putting the work in to make that prayer come true, you're wasting your time. It's all the same thing. And I tell you about the names. You can say it this way, you can say it that way, I can say it another way. But it all means the same thing. So don't get caught up in how it's said. Question is, how is it done? What will it do? Will it work or will it won't work? You can become a right thinker and learn to use your superpowers. That's just being your best self. other people see that as being super. Why? Because they're not doing it. When people see you doing something other than what they're doing, they either give you credit for it and praise you for it or hate you for it. Simple as that. Let's go. When you know yourself and just doing that, you're going to get hated on. Mm-hmm. When you exercise your God-given talent, somebody's going to hate on you. Hey, he ain't that good. All right, let's go. Where you go now? Okay. Right thinking, a.k.a. knowledge of self, is superpower. Get it? See it for yourself like me. I know I'm super Heru. That's why I do what I do for you. I can prove that over and over and over. When you know yourself, you know you're an enlightened being, not just a human being. Again, the enlightenment is the super power. If you have no light, you got no power. Before I knew myself, I was a thinker. Yeah. Thanks to that Greek mythology nonsense that I learned, I thought was so great because I was steered that way. I left the hood. I went to the other side. I thought they were smarter, so I took up Greek mythology. I liked the stories, loved the lessons. Had no idea about crossing less than 500 miles. Another thing was going on. So when I found that out, over 35 years now, I've been let the Greeks alone, but I'm still right thinking. Just thinking won't cut it. I want you to be a right thinker. That's the difference, okay? Here you go. Where we at? Now, I was a Greek thinker, thinking like a Greek. That's why I was hustling, running the streets, and pimping the women out on the Greek nonsense. It didn't steer me to do or be obedient to my higher self. It steered me to feed my ego. I know that now. I didn't know that then. All right? Because I knew nothing else. That's all I had. I thought it was something because I had nothing else. I went to Egypt 35 years ago. I'm still in Egypt. Yeah, I'm still in Egypt. Yes. Why? I just took my little young Masonic brother over the weekend. I was down in Masonic Hall, my old house. I used to, worship master at down in Lodge in Newark. And we talking, 30-something-year-old guy, young kid. So I said, my man, you know what they tell you about the Northeast corner? I blew his mind. Gave him a whole different perspective about the Northeast corner. That's where the truth is. That's where everything that we represent is. I advise any Mason, if you're Mason, don't listen to that. The Northeast corner is where you need to be going. Trust me. All right, here you go. Okay. Now, I'm not big in size, yeah, but I'm a giant in spiritual knowledge. I ain't got to be imposing. I ain't got to be none of that nonsense. But people tell me, what's that? You intimidate people. Okay, whatever. But back in my day, I would want to do that. Okay, not so much, but it's there because it's just happening. If you ain't spiritually together, you might not want to mess with me. All right, here you go. Let's go. Yeah, it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the knowledge in the dog. That's my concept. But yeah, I got big knowledge. What? I put the work in to accumulate it, to amass it. If a guy go to the gym every day and work out doing wasting, he's going to be strong as all get up. Physically. I do the same thing with my books and my knowledge and understanding. So I'm real strong spiritually, intellectually. Okay, that's my point. Let's go. Yes, I'm a giant in spiritual knowledge. And I ain't bragging, just facts. That's spiritual knowledge. Knowing who and what you are, what you can and cannot do is just your right to have, and you be comfortable in your position. I'm comfortable, as I say, in my skin. If you are your own super Heru, watch this. Yes, I said Heru. The essence of you is the spirit that's in you. All of us, not just one. Watch this now. The ignorant, egoistic man runs this earth. You hear that? Ignorant and egotistical. Those two combinations will never get you nothing but bad, bad, and more bad. Why? Not knowing and being selfish ain't the way to get to the next level. And it ain't being obedient to your higher self. That's why I ain't gonna beat my desk up. I ain't got time for that. Okay? Now, the egoistic man runs this earth, the physical plane, but the spiritual man dwells with God in that other realm, the afterlife that we talk about. Okay? Y'all call it heaven. We call it the afterlife, the do-I. But it's a place where we know not here. It's a spiritual realm and it's a mental realm. Why? Because if you don't know yourself, you can't go there. The spirit wants to go there, but he can't go by himself. I like that. It needs help. Help the spirit out. Okay? Wake up. Know yourself. Do your spirit a favor. With knowledge of self, it makes you what? Human with self. Knowledge makes you superhuman. The right knowledge and spiritual knowledge and mastery of self makes you superhuman. Why? Because when this life is over, your superpower is going to take you to the next level. Black Adam is out. I can't wait to go see that. I know there's going to be some stuff in there that I can throw back at you. I'll let you know when I go see it today. All right, here you go. I'm about to wrap it up. Appreciate you. All right. I am a super Heru, a.k.a. the original hero in yourself. The Messiah concept, he ain't coming back. Jesus Christ have had the longest orgasm ever. Why? Because he left here 2,000 years ago and he's still coming back. Little jokey though. Let me wrap this up. I hope you got that one. Let's go. If you're waiting for your Savior, I'm here. I'm behind him, a.k.a. Christ, to come back to save you. Don't waste your time. Save yourself. Become him. Christ-like. Heru made a difference to me what you call it, but you have to put the work in for that to happen. I know that because that's what I do. I'm trying to help you do the same thing for you. Let's go. When you raise your spiritual knowledge of self, a.k.a. to know thyself, you will have saved who? Yourself. Oh, I'm saved. Yeah. No, I'm not going to church and have somebody dump me and baptize me and save me. No, I'm saving myself with what? Spiritual knowledge and performing good deeds. That's right thinking. You can go to church and have the preacher dump you and tell a bunch of stuff to you and you say, no. Au contraire, mon frere. You better put some work in. You got to serve your higher self. So don't get caught up in thinking somebody can save you. You have to save yourself. By the way, I am a savior. So if you need help, I'll save you. That's what I'm here for. Do what I do for you. Boy, some things in plain sight, we don't see it. All right, here you go. Let me write this up. Ignorance is waiting for that Savior to come back and save you. Become your own Savior. Be Heru like I do. I'm busting over. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm it down. Right thinking philosophy will turn you into a super Heru too. You can be like right thinking philosophy master too. You can master yourself with the philosophy that I'm giving you. All you gotta do is use it. That's the key. That's the caveat right there. Let me wrap this up for you. Understand that. Put the work in. When you know yourself and with spiritual truth and you use it and be a right thinker, oh yeah, you will be a super Heru too. Trust me. I got you. I'll be back.